Yeah, yeah. Roll up the green, hit the links with RGB. Pitch, putt, and puff, it's our podcast lean. Talking Burton Bogies, hole in one dream. Golf cart cruising, we're the illest team. Pitch, putt, and puff, light it up, hit the rough. Every swing's a story, we can't get enough. Hazards and hard times, we know it's tough, but we live for the game, fam, that's our stuff. Got my clubs in the trunk, blunt in the front. Tee off in the noon, cause we don't bunt. Discuss in the course, weed strains for lunch. Straight shooters on the greens, not a front. Pitch, put and puff, light it up, hit the rough. Every swing's a story, we can't get enough. Hazards and hard times, we know it's tough, but we live for the game, fam, that's our stuff. Smoking aces, laces tied tight. With a puff we fly, elevate the night. Golf ball soaring, higher than a kite. Fairway to heaven, shining real bright. Pitch, put and puff, light it up, hit the rough. Every swing's a story, we can't get enough. Hazards and hard times, we know it's tough, but we live for the game, fam, that's our stuff.
And we're back with another episode of the Pitch Putt Puff podcast. My name is Roger, aka RGB. Before we get rolling tonight with our guests, we got to give a shout out to a couple sponsors. Starting off with Athletic, ATHLETHC.com. Make sure you guys go check them out. They got the 2 milligram mints, the power flow and rebound, something to get you throughout every point of your day. Go check them out. Use promo code PUFF. PUFF will give you a special discount at checkout. Once again, Athletic, ATHLETHC.com. And then we got to go to my guy John over at Mulligan Wear. Go check him out on Instagram, Mulligan_. Go to a link in bio. It'll take you right to his site. Just dropped a new line of polos. He has some hats, hoodies, basically everything you need. Go check him out. Make sure over there as well. Use promo code PUFF10 to save yourself 10% at checkout. Mulligan_. On Instagram. And then we got Backline Botanicals. Backline Botanicals, the leader in the CBD game in the golf world. They got the Birdie Boost, the Moonlight Mulligan, the Tea Time Sunrise. They also have the Muscle and Joint Stick, which I've been using a lot lately because played a lot of golf this past weekend. And they have the 10 milligram THC shot. So go check them out, backlinebotanicals.com. Use promo code TPUFF10 to save yourself 10% again at checkout. And then last but not least, one of the day ones here at the Pitch Putt Puff, our guy Marty over at Trouble Off the Tee. Got a few different hat options over there for you right now. He's got Never Go Alone, Camel Chasing, Scratch Golfer, Never Lay Up, and Golf of America. While you're over there, don't forget to take a look at the audiobook available on Spotify and Audible, and use promo code PUFF20 to save yourself 20% at checkout. Promo code's good on the hats, but not on the book. Go spend the $5 on the book, you chiselers. But gonna get into it tonight with the guys from the Upstate Golf guys. Recently had Florida Mike made an appearance, got a chance to play Freer Park Golf Course in Troy, New York, our home course for the Pitch Putt Puff. Florida Mike, Anthony, what's up, boys? Appreciate you guys jumping on.
What up, buddy?
What's up, Raj? I just broke open a new vape for the occasion for the Pitch Putt Puff, baby. Let's go.
There you go. Yeah, my smoke of the night, I'll tell you guys a little bit about. I had a chance. We'll kind of roll into. We'll start there. So, Florida Mike, you had a chance to meet the Helium guys.
Yeah,
really
awesome.
Cool to get a chance to link you up with them in such a short time of you being here. But we got your hands on some Cowboy Lemonade that you heard so much about. What did you think?
Dude, it's like the perfect joint for after 18-hole round. Right? Just like chills you out, relaxes you, like it gets all that like golf anxiety or whatever emotions out and just chill to get you prepared for the rest of the night. You know, I mean, the flavor was great. I love it.
I love the flavor.
Yeah, you know, and like I was talking with one of the guys on the weekend during the tournament, and I really like a weed, a smoke that when you hit it, it waters your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that to me is like the first key to identifying a good bud.
Right. You get that one where the taste, like when it's out, you're like, fuck, man, I want to light up another one just because of how good it tastes. It's not even because you're like, oh, I'm not high enough or any of that. It's like, yo, that shit just tastes good. I want another one of those.
And you feel good. Like it's like the right chill. You know what I mean?
It's good for a round of golf too, because you're not overdoing it.
Absolutely.
it doesn't crush you. It's not like an overpower, like put me to bed. It's definitely a good smoke all day, kind of stay with a pace
Definitely
type
a golfer
weed.
weed round. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
As you can
agree.
see, I added a couple of cases to Helium Row up there. I got a
Right.
big announcement
Love it.
coming up with those guys. I didn't even get a chance to tell you guys yet. I'll tell you off air.
All right.
But
Okay.
you got a
So,
couple big announcements coming up with those guys, so I'm
shit, I
excited
love
to
it.
get them on in the future. Might start doing some different things with the podcast, boys. Put it that way. Might start doing some different things. So keep
Like
an
it.
eye out for a new look with the pitch putt and puff. A new
Okay.
some different vibe a little bit. Try to grow in a different way as well. So, but yeah,
When
Mike,
you do your makeover, just don't
Mhm.
use too much plastic. All right, you already got a pretty face.
No, I ain't doing nothing like crazy like that, man. I'm gonna keep it pretty much OG. But overall, man, Mike, honestly, dude, it was funny. We talked about this on Upstate a little bit, but it was funny pulling into the parking lot. You didn't know what kind of car I drove. You didn't know nothing about nothing. You're just
Nothing.
chilling. And I seen you the way I pulled in. I seen you standing there, and I was like, "Oh, how am I gonna fuck with this dude?" And then I just seen you. I was like, "Hey, I know you." And then I got out of the car. You're like, "Damn, bro, you're a lot taller than I thought." And I was like, "I didn't." That's something like I didn't even think of, you know. I just
Mhm.
fucking. But then
Yeah,
we
it was.
got out.
It took me a second.
It
It took me a
was
second
fun,
when you drove by.
like, oh shit, that's really Raj.
Yeah.
Hey.
Listen,
Let's
it
roll.
was
And then we instantly rolled one up.
Pretty much.
for sure. I think we had one every hole, but
We did too.
I think it was a great time. You know, like I know we were all worried, like if it was actually going to happen. You know, this and that, things come up. You know, everybody's
Right.
got families. The world's falling apart. You know, like there's a lot of things going on. So I was really excited to come up there, like for sure. Like I was definitely probably one of the most nervous times of my life sitting on that first tee in golf. Just pull straight out of the dude. Like you pull straight out of the
warm
car.
up, no nothing.
No warm up. We're kind of like scattering, you know, obviously because there's a ton of people there, and you know I'm meeting people, and then I instantly like caught anxiety when I went over there to the chipping green because I was like, oh shit, you know. Kudos to that to the grass and the fringe, and good job.
Yeah, that was funny, man. That was cool watching you get adjusted, though. It was fun watching you get adjusted.
Yeah, it was fun. Golf course. Great golf course. Like we talked about it several times. You know, like you guys asked me about the golf course, and I told you that, you know, for a $54 municipal course, it was in great shape. Can't beat it because $54 courses here are dirt tracks, goat fields. Like you got to bring your little practice mat with you, so that way when you hit it in the fairway, you can put the mat down, hit off it, because it's just dirt.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You know, and like
I'm going in and asking for my money back if I run into that.
No doubt. And when you guys come down here, we will not be playing any of those. Trust me.
No doubt.
But you know, if you want the quality and like the green of the fairways, the greens were good. They were slow, but they were good. They ran true. They weren't bumpy. Like I played a golf course today. It was like Plinko, dude. Like for that
the maintenance of our courses, is top notch, to say the least.
Absolutely.
It is. Greg and the crew does a fucking awesome job over there.
And that's like a $90 course here.
That's crazy. But I see it. Like, I'm surprised if it wasn't in the city of Troy. I'm surprised it doesn't cost more, to be perfectly honest with you.
He could get 75 there easily.
Yeah, you could. I think Florida Mike just caught us at a really bad weekend.
What, with the greens?
With the greens. Well, no excuses for Crump and Fox. Those should have been shaved and rolled. But Greg told me the night before, he said, hey, you know, he told me we're going to be spraying some stuff to protect the root, and then after that I have to water them for the irrigation and for it to all work. So I know Thursday they had that going on, and I'm not sure, maybe he wasn't able to roll them. I didn't seem like they were rolled on Friday.
Freer Park was faster, even though they were slow. I would say Freer Park was running like a 9,
Mhm.
But even though they were still faster than Crump and Fox.
Yeah, Crumpin was weird, dude.
Crump and
But
Fox
they,
was
Really?
like an 8.
but they looked like
Yeah.
they should. When you said like when you were making the joke about Brunswick greens and shit, I'm like, dude, no, because they looked like they should have been fast, right? Didn't they look great from a distance? They're
Oh,
beautiful.
they look great. I mean,
They look
and,
great. I just don't
and they
understand.
they rolled true. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like there was no bumps. There was nothing that like would knock it offline. They were just super spongy
Yep,
Yeah.
soft.
and very slow.
Yep, we were having a
But-
hard time getting it there.
Yeah. But then if you landed it on the green, it would roll off. But when you hit a putt, you can't get it to the hole.
All right.
You know what I mean? It was like they're
That's my problem
inconsistent.
today, dude. That was I hit a couple shot, one on 13. I chipped it up, and I'm like, all right, this looks good. Nice slow pace. It's going to roll at the hole. It's the par 3 on the back, first par 3 on the
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
And it just took off. I'm like, yo, and I couldn't see it because I was over a hill. I'm with Bogey Bob. I'm like, bro, what just happened there? He goes, dude, you caught like part of the fringe, and it just spit forward, and off it went. I'm like, I'm
Fringe
trying to
boost.
backspin that ball, dude. He goes, hit the fringe, bro. Hit the fringe.
I'll tell you
Speaking
what.
of
Go ahead.
oh,
No,
go ahead, Ant.
you go first. I was gonna say, speaking of backspin, Florida Mike, I saw you a couple times around the greens. Put some good spin on the ball, bro. I was like, holy shit, that checked up. That came back on you. Is that a regular thing for you, putting spin on it when you're like 50, 60 out? Or was that off
Generally.
of our grass? Okay.
Generally, and like one of my, because we do have firm fast greens here,
Mhm.
like the style of chipping obviously is on like a one hop stopper.
Okay.
You know, we don't have fluffy, sticky fly paper grass around the greens. You know what I'm saying? Like, touche, man. Like, you know, I see myself as a good short game player, and I was absolute trash. Hand up accountability. It was atrocious.
You could
But I
see
like
it
that.
though.
I like that challenge.
You could see it because, like, even on the first hole on, even the first hole on Monday, or on Thursday,
Thursday.
I was like, all right, Mike, what do you see? You went a little long. I was like, what do you see here? And you're like, oh, I got an uphill. I go, bro, no, that's a downhill. Like, you want to land this kind of like on the fringe and let it roll down, and you're only like a foot or so to where if you pulled it uphill, would have been some fucking trouble. You probably would have found yourself in the bunker.
Absolutely. And
I got a slight delay going right now. I can see it.
even
You're
though
back to
I struggled on the greens there, obviously I figured that would happen, right? Just the terrain, everything is different, completely 180. So I did love the optical illusion effect that pretty much every damn green had. I mean, even me and Ant got into like a little friendly argument on Friday on hole 11.
Yep.
I still swear right now to this day that motherfucker was downhill.
I'm gonna still show him the spot. If at anything, it was just a flat spot, Raj, but there is no way it was downhill. It was.
Yeah.
Where was
But
the
that's
pin?
optical
Top.
illusion.
Where was the
back
pin?
left.
Middle.
top left.
Yeah,
Top left, right
left.
after that little slope. It looks like there's a slope.
And it goes.
there
So it
coming off
kind of
the left
goes. It
middle.
goes uphill and it flattens out a little bit, and then
it
it's
cracks back to the
uphill.
slopes back to the left.
Yes, but he's like, this is like downhill to the cup, and then kind of uphill.
Because you couldn't see the cup when I was
yeah.
sitting on the slope. When I was on the slope, like behind my ball, like 4 or 5 feet, you couldn't see the cup.
It was
So-
an illusion. I don't
It was
think
an
any of that
illusion.
hole
Yeah.
is. I think that whole hole is uphill, dude. Like,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
think a
And
lot
listen,
of
I believe
times,
it. You guys play there all the time, but like
And
a lot of things that
maybe
are going to
never
help
played
you
there.
at Freer Park are when you walk it out. You have to walk out a putt to really get the feeling underneath you to see which way that truly breaks. Because there's times you look at it and like, oh, that's right to left. You putt that fucking thing and it's left to right. And you're like, what just happened? Like, that's not the read I just seen at all.
And like when I do my putting reads and stuff, like when you look at the cup and you see the grain, the worst half of the cup, that's the way the grain's going. So generally, you have that idea that that's the way the break is going to go, but not at Freer. The grain's point. So like Thursday, I kept going with the grain going left, minus like a couple of the tips you gave me and reads, and I was wrong. It would like go opposite. So then like the second, like Friday, I started doing the opposite of what the grain said. I'm like, all right, the grain is going left, so it's got to be going right because everything that I've thought of has been wrong.
Yeah.
Like I felt like I was a
Ant, you weren't helping him
42
out at all on
handicapper.
Friday, dude?
I tried the one hole and I got yelled at. He's like, "No, this is downhill, not uphill." I was like, "All right, bro." I was like, "You do you." I'm just fucking around. No, he was good.
That's funny.
I wasn't disrespectful. I
No,
just like,
not
how
at
the-
all.
I'm like, how
No,
the
he was like,
hell
"How is that?"
uphill?
He's like, "How?"
Yeah, I
He's
was
like,
trying
"How?"
to figure it out.
Figure
No,
it out.
you already had to
bitch.
deal with Mike day one, Florida or Fairway Mike, fucking guy.
Yeah.
Good
that
segue,
was-
Ant. That's a segue. That was the question I was going to ask a little while ago. What did you got a chance to meet a couple of the guys? Spent the most time with Fairway, but what you think of? What'd you meet? You met Fairway, Bob, and Hank were the pitch putt and puff crew guys that you met.
Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
was Fairway everything you thought he was going to be, from what I described?
He's like a speed 100. That guy.
You don't stop, bro.
Nonstop. He's a great narrator.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a decent game to him when he's paying attention.
When he's paying
Yeah.
attention, dude. Yes, I
Yeah.
know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, like if he paid attention as much as he told us a story over and over again, he'd be freaking awesome.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yep.
But I love the
Thursday. He
stories.
played good. He shot it. He shot
Yeah.
at 89 on Thursday. It was one of his better scores of the season. So I was
Yeah.
happy to see that. And he followed it up with a 91 or 90 on Friday,
He's a little saucy
Friday and
Friday.
Sunday.
Raj,
Yeah, he did get a
I'm
little
gonna go back
sauced up.
I'm gonna go back and try to find his first story that he told the Florida Mike, and we'll just run a little clip of it.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, dude, he was awesome. You know,
Fairway Mike.
and Hank
Make sure it's one you
What was
can
that?
tell, like without getting him in trouble.
Okay.
Hank was as expected because that you had told me about him too and stuff. And then Bub was just like he just chill, smoke, chill. And I don't know.
Yeah,
if he
me and
smokes,
Bob
but
are
he
a lot of
smoked.
like, yeah, he's a
Mhm.
smoker. Conspiracy guy. I told him we were pulling up to you at the
On that
end, or at the tee boxes. I was like, "Yo, Bob, hit him with one, bro." He's like, "Shit, man, I ain't got one." I go, "Hit him with one, bro. He's one of us. He'll be down to. He's got something for you." He's like, "Shit, I don't know." And I don't know. I don't forget if he asked you something, but
He didn't. Not at all.
I'm always trying to get Bob to get on Conspiracy Chaos with us because he's got a cool flat Earth theory.
Yeah.
But he's too embarrassed to talk about that shit in the public eye.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
we don't give a shit.
People judge you differently and shit. I get it. But
Yeah.
Fair Park was awesome. What I thought was weird is dude, I couldn't believe how far I was hitting my irons and my wedges.
Mm-hmm.
Like I hit that 8-iron like 210 when I flew that green on 17. I was like,
yeah.
That was 182 pin, and I was up on the second shelf of hills. And let me just tell you, kudos to Freer, because if you have no idea where the hell you're playing at, how many crazy like tough chips did I have Thursday and Friday? Just because I missed
You're
on
in
the
for a
wrong
tough
side.
day.
They make you punish on a miss. I told you that.
I know you told me that, but how am I supposed to know where the miss is if I'm hitting
You
bad?
gotta know where. That's course management. Exactly.
Cool, bro. Like I've
I
never
know.
played there, dog.
I know, bro.
That's where
18
you guys
birdies,
are supposed to
study
come
that
in.
shit. I know. Listen.
18 birdies don't tell me where to miss and where to make. It's green and shows the green, shows the fairway, shows the rough. They don't say you should miss here. Or you should
Listen,
hit
I was
here.
just trying to beat you, man, and I got my I don't know.
I didn't even know we were competing.
We were.
Thanks for telling me 5 days later.
I'm busting your balls. Listen, can we run the Florida Mike
Yeah,
story
fast
about
forward the first 5 seconds of that, though.
No, don't do that. It's because Roger's on there.
I know, that's why.
Yeah, but the hurricane was so fucking wide, right? It almost covered the whole state of
Fast forward
Florida.
that part.
They said, listen, the only way we can get you out of here is fly that fuck out. Right? So,
You're
This
we
was within
decided
3
to wait
minutes
it
of him
out,
meeting Florida Mike.
right? You should have seen. I was
Yeah.
the first guy that went to over by Naples.
Okay.
Right? Fort Myers.
Yeah.
I was the first driver that they used to go. The fucking roofs were right over, just like this. Trailer parks were fucking gone.
Fucking
Yeah,
cool.
I've been in.
All right, that's good. The
I
rest
gotta
is
mic
just-
him up for some of these stories,
Yeah.
man. He was talking about
He gets so
He was talking about when he was a truck driver after I think it was Hurricane Andrew. He was like the first one to go like back, like start driving again out of the port of Miami or something like that.
He gets into it.
Fairway
He gets
Mike, baby,
excited.
living legend. That guy.
I remember I was
pain in my ass, but great guy.
right in my back
He does.
swing.
He is
He's
fun.
like, You ever been to Atlanta?
I saw that. You just looked at him like, what the fuck?
Just turned and looked at him. Yeah.
And he came up to me. He's
He
like,
always
hey,
waits till you're swinging to start talking. He's got that tendency lately.
I hope he
Hey,
wears
man.
that shirt.
That Florida Mike
What'd he
guy's
say,
a
Ant?
pretty good guy. He said. He came up to, hey, man, that Florida Mike guy, he's a pretty good guy. I said, yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
He's
appreciate
okay.
it.
It's pretty
I
good. Hits
appreciate
the
it. I had a
ball
lot
pretty
of
good,
fun.
huh? Hits the
Yeah,
ball
he hits
pretty
the ball
hard.
pretty good. Oh, is
Good,
that what he
man.
said to me?
No, he was talking to, he was talking about you. Hey, man, he hits the
Oh,
ball,
okay.
ball pretty far. Then when you were helping me with the tilt on my swing, he's like, that's the swing, Rod. You heard him in the car. That's so
Yeah,
much
yeah.
better than what the hell you've been doing. So
You
trying
were
to stay
bombing
with
it.
it. I gotta
When
just
you worked with it.
hit a range session and just do it consistently.
Yeah, for sure. You'll get it. You're bombing
My
them.
connection shit, and I don't know what's going on.
Oh man,
My back,
that Ethernet.
Is your Ethernet in right now?
I'm plugged in. Yeah, I'm plugged in and
Maybe
everything.
you shouldn't go live.
Just got a
through
new
the-
modem. I gotta
Pay your
I gotta
bill.
set that up.
Yeah, you shouldn't. I don't know if you should.
My
Maybe it's
bill's
going
paid,
live,
dog.
live streaming. You think live streaming is causing it to get a little more glitchy?
I don't know.
Yeah, you live out on the fucking Mars. You know, that's what happens when you live out on Mars. You don't
I
get
think
good
I just
service.
live in the boondocks. That's exactly what it is.
I will say this. I'm
I'm
glad
stuck
that
on one server, so
yeah,
I can't. I have no
boonies.
choice but to stick with them. They keep sending me. Oh, we got no equipment for you. Get out of here.
out in the feed cornfield.
For
Sucks.
real. Florida Mike liked the boonies out by us when we took the scenic route to Crump, huh, Mike?
Oh
Up
yeah,
through Vermont and the
I
mountains.
love all that shit.
Yeah,
I think I
he
had
just-
like a kink in my neck because I was just looking at
out the
everything
window.
from the side. Yeah,
I was just gonna say he stayed looking out the window, dude. I loved it though for you, man. It's awesome because this is shit I just see every day. But when someone comes from Florida where it's just all flat, literally zero, like barely any hills, let alone mountains, you were loving the scenery, and that's definitely. I'm happy that you enjoyed yourself, bro.
it's definitely
Hell
like one of my favorite type of landscapes.
Yeah,
You know, just amongst like what we talk about on other podcasts and stuff. Like, but just like I don't ever get tired of them. You know, I go to Tennessee, I go to the Smoky Mountains, you know, go up there, we go hiking, stay in the cabins in the mountains, you know, watch black bear. So I love the mountains. So that was like a definite one of the reasons besides you guys why I wanted to go up there because I wanted
That's
to
awesome.
check it out. You know, I love.
I
like
told
said,
you. Dude, I told you there's barely any big buildings. You think of people think of New York and they're like, oh, New York City, hot skyscrapers, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that ain't us. That ain't our New York, bro.
No, you guys are changing, but I love that your town is trying to stay old.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I
You know what I
told
mean?
him
Like the
about
old
Brunswick.
style houses,
Yep.
And we didn't even really get a chance to show you like the whole like downtown and some like
Right.
even the history of the city too. You know, it was
Mhm.
such a pop
Mhm.
in and out.
Well, we were too busy hanging out, and then once we ate at DeFazio's and had some of that new DNA, we didn't want to do
Mhm.
anything. We didn't want to do
Lovely.
anything.
little shock tarts. So I actually had a chance to go up to the facility yesterday, the helium facility. Man, it is so cool to see what you can legally do in New York now, man. It's super cool. Evan was showing me around the other day, yesterday. Really cool. Really, really cool. And Cowboy is not going to be limited on the shelves anytime soon, which is awesome because the first batch they had, it got a little slow. Yeah, pop that on, Ant. Look like you're going on a safari. Look at him. Looks like you kind of look like the guy from Jurassic
Crocodile
Park.
done helium.
Crocodile Don Helium. I
You
like
see it? See who it
It
is?
looks good, man. Yeah, it looks good on you. Shout out to the boys, man, hooking us up.
Shout 'em out.
Getting
Yeah, I just
Florida
wanted to
Mike,
throw
a
that
taste
on and
of-
thank them, bro.
taste
That
of
It was awesome
everything.
meeting
my
them.
kind of hat.
That was a nice
Shock.
dispensary too.
Yeah, that was my first time up there. I wish we had a chance to take you to a couple others just to see what there's a bunch of like different style. Like some of them have like ping pong tables and foosball tables in the middle of them. You can go and kick it in there and hang for a minute if you want. Other ones got the lounge setups. New York State's currently having an issue. Like some places have lounges, but they're just not licensed to use them yet. So That's going to be cool where you can go and buy a pre-roll and then walk over to the lounge next door and fire it up.
Oh,
Right, like a hookah
absolutely.
room almost.
Yeah. I think that's
I'm
going to be a
telling
fun.
you, Raj, what you need to start pushing, bro, and you could be the first one to kind of do the collab, man, is cart girls with pre-rolls from dispensaries or cart girls with pre-rolls from...
It's too hard because of the New York regulations. A dispensary would have to be sponsored by the golf course, but then you also mess with the liquor license and shit like that, so it turns into a totally different thing.
It would be
But
so...
you file it under a tournament though, right?
If you're going to,
Like a
you would have to
charity?
have a separate cart girl driving around with pre-rolls, and they'd have
Cool.
to be pre-ordered
Cool.
and delivered to the course.
there you go. Like I'm
There
saying,
there
like,
is a way to do it. I mean, technically,
Yeah,
yes,
just
there is a
buy
way
a-
to do it.
Like, what is it? What's the cart fee? Like $25?
Yeah.
So buy a cart and be like,
and then,
"Here you
like,
go,
all right,
girl."
here's my
Oh, dude.
here's my
It
doesn't
could
don't
work.
don't
It
the
could work.
dispensaries do the dispensaries have delivery people?
Yes.
Why can't the delivery person just
So
be
you would
on the
have to
golf
get
course?
one dispensary.
Yeah, you can rent out a dispensary worker or whatever.
The way it
for
would
night
work
Yeah.
with
dispensary.
the
Just go out and ride around. Yeah, go ahead.
with the law, the way it would work is one dispensary would have to sponsor it. The person, if you wanted something, you'd have to pre-order it, and then it would get delivered to the course, and then you would have to pay someone to work the course to deliver it to them. And you could have
So
that
they
set
can't-
up
so
at
they can't
every
bring 'em
golf
and sell
course.
'em? They wouldn't be able to bring them and sell them.
No.
You could
Like,
whatever
what if you say like helium? They're
Yeah.
like, all right, we'll give you 100 pre-rolls at $1 a pop. So you're like, all right,
Yeah.
just let me buy 100. And then
Yeah.
have a helium girl or guy on the cart. You bought them, but now
Because
make some
they're
money, do
not-
'em for $4.
you need to. They don't have a license to.
But
need
they're already
a-
paid
a-
for.
They only have a micro license. They need
And you
a
can't
yeah.
resell either.
Yeah,
I don't
and it
think.
needs to come. It needs to come from directly from a dispensary or directly from the micro.
And that's a
So
lot
I
of
mean,
shit for some recreational.
it's so crazy, Mike. Like that's why I'm having such a tough issue with this tournament situation, is because like everybody I talk to, when I say, you know, I give them the first initial idea, and then we sit down and talk, and we realize all the rigmarole you're really going to have to go through to get it done. It is doable. I mean, people are doing it down in like Westchester County and stuff. There was a tournament the Saturday you guys were up here, but it's
And
just
in California.
yeah, California is that totally different set of rules though. So
Yeah.
we got it's doable. It is doable, but the problem is I'd have to do it at a private course most likely, and that's where the the cost goes up. Where I'm trying to keep the cost super low and efficient to make it worth everybody's while. I don't want to make $1 off it. I want to just make it an event.
So why don't you partner up with, what was it, Daddy Caddies or Caddy Daddies? What was that? And do a branch
If
out here.
If
Was that on
they
your podcast?
if we have the tournament, they're coming out most likely.
Okay, cool.
They'll be out here. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
They'll be out here, so that'd be pretty cool. There's a couple people that I talked to that if I get a tournament set up, man, that they said they would. I mean, they said they would. I don't know if they would, so I don't want to put anybody on blast, but possibility of having some pretty cool guests coming out here in the cannabis industry. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
That's
We'll
sweet,
see.
bro.
I will say
But-
it was a lot of fun being able to smoke all that.
Was it cool for you to be able to just fire up on the golf course like that?
Oh yeah.
And like,
I mean, I do
park,
generally, but like it was
parking
awesome
lots
to do
and,
it
like,
with others. Yeah, parking
Yeah.
lots a little different, chilling outside the restaurant, right on the fucking
Yeah.
sidewalk in
Yeah, we-
downtown, wherever the shitty kicky or whatever the fuck we were at.
Shitty kicky, Schenectady. Shitty kicky.
That's awesome. So a lot of
But,
people don't know how to say that shit. Schenectady, but yeah.
Schenectady.
That's the vibe. And Mike, to tell you, it's weird for us too. Like when I'm down in, I'll never forget 2 years ago, I was in New York City, my buddy Ryan, and he popped into one of these stores. He was looking for something with his kid's name on it or whatever for like a license plate thing for his bike for Christmas. Yeah, you know, I love New York bullshit. And I'm like waiting for him, and he's a couple minutes, and we just stopped at the dispo, and I got all these pre-rolls in my pocket. I had a long day. I'm all excited about smoking. Like, fuck it. I grab one, I fire it up when I'm waiting for him. Bro, 30 seconds later, 2 NYPD dudes come walking right past me. I got the joint in my mouth. I'm like, oh, fuck. What's up, guys? Hey, buddy, what's up? Walk right past me. I'm like, yo, 5 years
That's
ago,
so
dude,
weird.
I'm going to jail. Like in New York City, you're going to jail. Like they would arrest
Yeah.
you and bring you to jail for that shit. I'm like, this is crazy
It-
how they
Yeah.
just don't care.
When
can't- Go
when
ahead.
Anthony picked me up from the airport, right?
hmm
The second we got there, we dapped it up, whatever, got in the car, he handed me a joint. Spark it up. I'm smoking. I'm like, I can do this. This is cool. He goes, as long as I'm not. I'm like,
Yeah.
really? And I'm like smoking. I wasn't even paying attention, and a cop rolled by.
Yep.
I was like, oh hey, okay. I'm like,
Yeah.
whatever.
It's cool, man.
Fired
Well,
up.
I
It's the
told Mike
vibe.
they can't. Even if we did get pulled over and I had a pound of weed in my trunk, New York state law, they can't search you if they smell it. So it's
Right.
not.
As of
like,
now, yes.
yes, they have
they
no-
keep
so
fucking
they can't-
tinkering with that.
They can't be like, oh, I smell weed. I want to search you, no matter how much weed you have in your trunk. I mean, you could legally only have up to a couple ounces or whatever.
2
it is.
ounces.
2 ounces, but they can't want to search you for the smell like they used to.
And it's got to be in the dispensary packaged or your personal packaged.
Yeah, it's the
Um,
same here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same
same here.
shit. Same
Yeah.
I
shit.
think it's still, but
Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty. Dude, I
But they don't
literally-
mess with you though. Like I don't know if it is up there, but like even though it's just medical here, like I feel like the cops treat it as if it's recreational. Like they don't care. And like I've heard stories, you know, as long as you're honest with the cops and if you got weed on you, as long as it's not like 10 pounds or more,
Mhm.
they're not gonna mess with you.
Mhm.
You know, I've heard stories where the cop just takes the weed and says go, you know, because it wasn't in its proper packaging. You know what I mean?
happened to me.
So
So,
yeah, I mean,
so this
it's
actually
not important.
it was
Okay.
actually this was pre-legal, and I'll just tell you my little PPP story. It was a Friday night. This was like probably, oh God, I was probably like, I was legal to drink because I was at the bar. I went to meet my friend for a Friday night beer. So it was probably 23, 24. And we smoked one in the car right after, and I was heading home. Pulled out, didn't use my directional. Cop pulled me over. It was a Guilderland cop, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, good. It's Friday, heading home for the weekend. I just had one beer, you know." He's like, "It's not the beer I'm worried about." He goes, "I smell a strong odor coming from your car," and I was like, "Oh yeah." But like Mike said, I was very honest with him. I said I literally only had an eighth, which had sucked. That just back then it was good weed, and I had just gotten an eighth. And he was like, "Well," he was like, "What do you got on you?" And I was like, "Officer, to be honest, I'm like, just this is all I got right here." And I rolled up a joint, and that's it. And he's like, "All right." He's like, "Step out of the car, please." And I was like, "Oh God, here we go." So I come out, and he brings me around to the back. He dumps the reefer on the ground. He stamps on it, crushes it with his feet. Takes the bag. He was like, I don't know what he did with the bag. He didn't throw it away like on the ground, but I think he was just going to dispose of it. He goes, "Fair enough." I swear to God, that's what he said to me. I was like, "Fair enough, dude."
He's
And I
probably
shook
getting
his
ready to
hand.
go. He didn't want to do no paperwork. Bro. He's
Whatever,
like, "Fuck
dude.
home."
I think it was the part he was like, "Listen," he goes, "You
Honesty.
were honest with me." He was like, "You were honest with me." He's like, "You told me what you had." He goes, "You seem like a very honest guy." He was like, "You just don't want
You
to
were
deal with trouble."
shook.
Dude, I mean, but what was I gonna do? He smelled the weed. I wasn't gonna be like, "No, I don't got no weed. I don't got no weed."
Yeah, you have
Then
to.
that's
That's
gonna
your best
piss him
bet. At that point, especially when you got some fire, that's your best bet.
To say I don't
Yeah.
have none?
No, to say you have it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I was just like, "Here it is." And dude, literally not even a ticket, bro. He was like, "Here you go. Get home safe." And I was
That's
like, "Thank
awesome.
you
Yeah.
so much, sir." I was like,
He
"Thank
used
you."
the no blinker as an excuse to maybe catch a DUI.
Right. Yeah.
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 know.
And I was totally
Um,
cool. I was totally, I was very nice with him. And then I was just like, he literally shook my hand. He was like, "Fair enough." I was like, "Fair enough, sir." I was like, "Thank you so much."
Yeah.
Because could have been bullshit. And that was back when it was far illegal. So I always
Yeah.
tell that story. I said the honesty does, like if you're really cool, yes sir, no sir, and honesty, it's gonna get you the best, especially if you're already beat, dude. Like he smelled it. I knew I smoked
Bro.
it, and I knew I had it.
I
was
got
like,
pulled
"Oh,
over
my
on my
deodorant."
way. I got
Yeah.
pulled over on my way to DeFazio's the other day, bro. Come on.
Yeah,
man.
you
don't
did.
think-
Yeah,
We were
but-
fucking blazing the whole day at the course. You don't think I smelled like it?
Oh my god.
Cop was the coolest cop I've ever met in my
Yeah.
entire life.
And
Shout
most
out
of
to
them
Home.
are cool now, dude. As long as you give them respect, they respect back. You know what I
All right,
mean?
let's wrap this bitch up though.
Yeah.
With three questions we got to get going for the Chaos podcast.
Let's do
All right.
it. Let's do it.
Where was I gonna go with these? Blah, blah, blah. I found a good one earlier. Rapid fire. Would you rather get a hole in one at Augusta? Or no, you get a hole in one, a one-hole playoff at Augusta. Who do you want to play against and why?
I get a one-hole playoff at Augusta
Against
Who do you-
somebody.
against
Yeah.
somebody, anybody.
Yeah, who
Can
do
I
you
go
want to
first?
play?
Go
I
ahead.
want to beat. I want to beat Rory. I want to watch him choke.
Hmm,
It would just be fun
He did
to beat
just
him on.
choke.
I would just want to watch him on a fucking. I want to like make. I'll make the par. You know what I mean? Nothing fancy, and I want him to have like a fucking 3.5 foot par putt and push it right, and I beat his ass. Just because I
Who you
want to
got,
see
Mike?
Rory. I want to see Rory storm off, and I be victory.
Would it see flake off or beats him? Hell yeah.
It's a one-hole playoff.
One-hole playoff, you get to play someone at Augusta. Who is it and why?
Man, I'm gonna have to go with a 2-time Green Jacket winner. Right? I think he did. Phil Mickelson.
Phil?
'cause he's a
lefty,
lefty.
lefty.
Two. That's
Lefty,
2 times.
lefty.
Mhm.
And I would love to
I
see
got a
his
chance.
chipping.
I got a chance to beat the guy that I'm going to say in DJ because he's been playing like shit. So
Yeah.
I could shoot a high 80s round and still fucking probably have a chance.
Competing.
But
But you also get a
that's-
handicap, right? That's why you
yeah,
tell me.
yeah, hell
That's why
yeah.
you got that playoff. You know you didn't shoot like 7 under.
No, hell no. What
Maybe
was
like
the
a
other
pro
one?
am.
Yeah, like a pro am.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yo, I got some
Uh,
big news for the golf listeners.
What do you got?
Next week? Happy Gilmore 2 drops, boys. Happy
Is
Gilmore
that next
2.
year, the 20
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, early. Yep, July 20th, I think. So.
All right, let me ask you guys this. This is a
watch
question.
it.
This is an issue we had on the course the other day. We have one of our guys who does this. When you guys have change, what pocket do you put it in?
I don't have change in my pocket.
What if you all right? So say you had change though. Say
Um,
when you're a kid and you had quarters and change, nickels and dimes, right? You use a 20, you get change. Where do you put it? What
Front
pocket
right.
do you? What about you, Mike? Have you ever? Here's my question, basically. Have you ever?
It
people-
actually depends. It actually depends on which hand I collect the change.
Would you ever put it in your back pocket?
Hell no.
No.
Bob puts change, and he's been doing it his whole life, in his back pocket. So when he looks for a ball marker and goes to grab change, he grabs a quarter or something out of his back pocket. I've never
Okay.
seen anybody in my life. I don't know about you guys
Never.
or any of our listeners. This is a good listener question.
I
Listeners.
have put in cash in my back pocket to like
Cash,
separate
sure.
it from all their money.
Never
Sure.
changed though.
As all our listeners, have you ever put change in your back pocket? Is that a normal thing, or have you ever seen anybody put change in their back pocket? Because in 41, almost 42 years, I've only seen it by one guy, and that's Bogey Bub.
Bogey Bub. He's got a damn good
Yeah,
stick.
I've never seen that, but I will. Depending on what hand I collect the change in, is what hand what pocket the change.
There you go. Yeah. All right, last question, rapid fire. Smoke a joint with any golfer. Who is it that retired, past or present? Boom, boom, boom. Who are they?
Go ahead, Florida Mike.
Personality wise, man, I would love to smoke with Bryson
Yeah.
and Akshay Bhatia, because I think he'd be
Okay.
like a super chill stoner, but like Bryson would be like the guy we just get a little rambunctious, I'm sure.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah,
but he
yeah.
also can be that guy who's like a borderline tweaker. You know,
Yeah,
what I mean?
right.
Like
Gets a little
freaking
too
out when he's
excited.
stoned. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool.
What do you got, Ant?
It's a tough one. Probably go Victor Hovland because I know he's a stoner and probably smoke some fire.
Victor's a
It'd be
good
fun.
one.
I would say Tiger, but I didn't want to get in any accidents. So
Yeah, no, Victor likes so. Victor's pretty cool. Like I don't like metal music, but it's just I think it's cool that he likes metal music. Do you ever listen? You ever see him with doing like the hardcore, like the headbanging,
Oh, yeah.
like music? He loves metal, dude. Victor. He's
wish-
cool.
I wish pro golfers had a walkout song,
That'd be awesome.
That's what I think would be great. I think
That'd
that'd
be
be really
awesome.
cool.
just like
Yeah.
they do at Live. I think it's
Yeah.
awesome. I think them having a walkout song is amazing.
I think I'm gonna start doing it for the Pitch Putt and Puff guys on Sunday. Have a walkout.
play your
song
pitch
for
putt and
each
puff
guy.
song.
No, I have a
Oh, each
walkout
one?
song for each guy have a walkout.
Yeah,
Or I
that'd be
just
dope.
play the Pitch Putt and Puff as they come out and then pause it for each guy as they go. I might do that.
Yeah,
There we go. Mine would probably be Fleetwood. I'd like to smoke with Fleetwood and ask him why he can't win a goddamn fucking
Tournament.
major. Just a tournament.
Or a
in general.
tournament in PGA. He can win everywhere
Yeah.
else.
Just with, yo, buddy, yo, like, what do you need, man? Indica, sativa, Tommy? Like, let's get this done, bro. One of these days we're gonna hit here, and RGB is gonna look good with his prediction.
I would
these
love to
days.
be. I think Fleetwood would be a good guy to get stoned with for sure.
Yeah, it'd be fun. But Florida Mike, man, really dope getting a chance to actually meet you up here coming up. I hope we do it again soon. Me and Ant will definitely make our way down south to Dirty, and get a chance to play some of those Florida courses when the weather's not as cooperative up here. But Ant, appreciate you jumping on as always. Want to let the listeners know where they can find you, Ant?
upstategolfguys.com, and just find us on Instagram at Upstate Golf Guys Podcast, and basically everything goes on there. Thanks, Raj. It's always fun
Cool.
coming on.
Awesome. And Florida Mike, what are you going on Instagram now? You still have Bogey Mike?
Yeah, it's still Bogey Golf Mike on Instagram for now. I haven't decided.
Bogey, I know you're debating changing it, but
Yeah, I will.
Shout out to the Helium Boys for giving me the opportunity to come through and check out the facility the other night. Really cool. And also for hooking us up when Florida Mike was up here and taking good care of us to give him a full Helium and New York cannabis experience.
Much appreciated.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate all our sponsors, Mulligan Wear. Make sure you guys go check them out. Use promo code PUFF10, Mulligan Wear _ on Instagram. Click the link in the bio. You got Back Nine Botanicals. Use promo code TPUFF10. Save yourself 10%. Athletic, ATHLETHC.com. Use promo code PUFF for a special discount over there to get yourself some 2 milligram mints. Pretty much, like I said, to get you through any point of your day. And last but not least, Trouble Off the Tee. If you're having it like I am, go check out Marty. Use promo code PUFF20 to save yourself 20% on some dope line of hats. Once again, boys, as always, appreciate you jumping on. Go check us out at Conspiracy Chaos as well. And what you got there?
Brand new power tees installed at the shop today.
Nice little mats at the range.
Brand new, everything.
There you go.
All updated.
Keep them going all year long. But once again, appreciate everybody tuning in. Go check us out on Instagram, like, subscribe, share, leave a 5-star review, and you will get a shout out on the podcast. Talk to everybody on. We'll actually do a drop Friday with a special episode to recap this upcoming weekend of the Pitch, Putt, and Puff. Go check us out at Conspiracy Chaos, and we go deep down the rabbit hole. Peace.
Much love, boys.
Yeah. Roll up the green, hit the links with RGB. Pitch, putt, and puff, it's our podcast scene. Talking Burt and Bogies, hole in one dream.